Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lonely Things. Watch introduction, recommended for first time. Yes, please tell me it doesn't have anything copyrighted in it. I'm so sick of dealing with copyrights. It was like I'd just woken up from a dream. Where I was going, how long I'd been driving, all of it had drifted away from me. All I knew now was that I had to keep going, that I'd know my destination when I saw it. But I was exhausted, ready to fall asleep at the wheel and start dreaming again. Then, like I was a lost ship stumbling onto land, a building appeared ahead. It looked like a hotel. This reminds me of, what's it called, Sanctum? We played a ways back. This is nice though. I like this. Nice atmosphere. Nice music. So, I can't remember what the details of this game were, but hopefully it'll be nice and spooky. Hello? Oh.
They stare into my soul and they judge me, and they do not judge me well.
Good evening, honey. What can I do for you? Now where's the bar? To quote. Oh shit. Why did that scare me? I'd like a room, please. I already finished the books for tonight. I'm sorry, but there isn't anywhere else to go, or should I just sleep in my car? There isn't anywhere else for me to go. That's true, you poor thing. Here, take room 12. You can settle up in the morning. It saves me pulling everything out again. Open and close the menu at any time during normal gameplay by pressing escape or start. I assume that's for controllers because I don't think there is a start key on a keyboard. Review collected items and documents, review controls, save and quit your game. Room 12 is upstairs and to the left. Through the door and take a sharp right. Sleep tight. Thank you. So I have my items, my documents, my controls, and my save. Right, do I have any items? I have room 12 key. I got from reception. Okay, any documents? None. Okie dokie. So, what's this? Terry's? Closed. Presumably that's the bar. I'm not going to ask why the place is in such a dismal state. Where did you say? Up the stairs and to the left? I don't know. I don't remember. I have a very poor short-term memory. Okay. Is it left or right, she said? I honestly can't remember. Oh, room 12. Perfect. I feel like I should be a bit nosy, though. It's a flickering light. Flickering lights always indicate something spooky. I don't know why, but there seems to be a horribly strong correlation between flickery lights or bad electricianship and ghostlies and ghouls. So, unlocked with room 12 key. Well, I suppose I shouldn't go nosing around in other people's rooms. Not yet, anyway. Oh, good. No blanket. Nice chair, though. Anything exciting in here that I should be aware of? Can I go to Narnia? No, I can't go to Narnia. That's a shame. Ashtray, bathroom. Bathroom, presumably. Okay, well this all seems fairly standard, but I should probably get into bed before I fall asleep on my feet. Sleepy Owl, what? It looks like a bottle of whiskey. The Jack Daniels design. This table is set for 2. Hello? Is anybody there? Oh, a note. The bar is open. Grace wants some company. Your car is gone now. Is there anyone there? Where's my car gone? I need my car. I'm better escape from this place. And who's Grace?
What in Odin's name is that?
The receptionist is gone. Hello. Oh, that's your face. Man, it looks like something is troubling you. What's on your mind? I think my car's been stolen. Where's the manager? Do you know somebody called Grace or nothing? I think my car has been stolen. Stolen? Are you sure? I suppose that makes you stranded, You could ask the manager about it. Although... Do you know anyone called Grace? Oh, she's my special lady. I'm waiting for her right now. She's usually in the bar around this time, but I haven't seen her come down. You stay away from her. She doesn't need any more trouble with other men. Do you know where the manager is? No clue. The less I see of him, the better. He's a grumpy old man, and he bothers Grace, too. His office is upstairs, but it's always locked. Nothing. Alright, I'll see you around. I assume that design is meant to be intentionally creepy, and my giddy aunt does it work. Ah, now this is my kind of bar. He's back again. Terry! Can I get 15 shots of tequila, please, and ideally a lamppost that I can dance with? Can I play the banana? No? Well, I suppose that's realistic, but at the same time. What's this? Nothing to light it with. Hello? Joe. My special lady isn't here. She usually sits over there by the stage. She looks so beautiful in the candlelight. Why don't you go and look for her? I'm not really supposed to go to her room anymore. She's a private sort of person. She usually sits over there by the stage. Maybe she left. She would have said goodbye. I had a bottle of Sleepy Owl for her. It's her favourite. The manager, that creep, he stole it from me. At least, it must have been him. He was hanging around outside my room earlier. Said he was fixing the lights. A bunch of bull. Nothing ever gets fixed around here. She usually sits over there. Why isn't she here? Well, if it's any consolation, mate, I know the feeling. Okay, so this is where she usually sits, but I haven't done anything to light this with. So presumably, his room is the one with the flickering light by it. Hence, it's locked. It's locked, and it has the most widely used locked sound effect in all of indie gaming. Never mind. So let me go and see if I can find his room. See if we can find the manager. It's a lot more than locked, my friend. We are going way beyond it being locked. That's locked as well, so that's the that was the flickering light. Maybe he did fix it. No, he didn't, my mistake. There's me actually thinking for a split second that a landlord might actually do their job. Sorry, I'll stop being so naive. Number 8 is open. Okay, this isn't like any hotel room I've ever seen. Is someone there? I've gotten myself stuck in here somewhere. It's pitch black, and I'm completely lost. How did you end up behind this wall? I don't know. I can't remember. It's hopeless. I'm afraid. I should just accept reality, but... Would you stay and talk to me for a while? Can you move? Yes, but it's hard to tell where. I can feel the walls run along my fingers. I can feel the wind change direction. I think I've ended up very far from where I began. Can I get you help? You're helping already. Talking takes my mind off the noises. Perhaps I should get the manager. No, leave that man out of it. Please, that would only make matters worse. What's wrong with him? It's not my place to say. I see. I really need something to focus my mind on now and then. I see. So there's a person trapped either in a wall or in some sort of a portal. Goodness, it's dark out there. More locked windows. I mean doors. Let's see what's over this side. See whether that could shed any light on the location of Grace. Interesting visual effect. Room number 1. Oh, hi. How's it hanging, kiddo? Flashlight added to inventory. Can I have that? F key. Hurrah. Private. Into the janitor's closet. This is a lot nicer than I would have expected the janitor's closet to be like. Excuse me while I invade your bathroom for a moment. Is there anything of consequence in here, other than some extremely girthy walls? Giddy aren't they? Can stand up to a nuclear explosion. So, hello. Grace? Jane, you're very short. Who are you? I thought this was my room. I might be lost. I thought this was my room. Rubbish. I'm looking for my car. In a hotel room. Okay, there's stupid things to say to women, and then there's this. You thought it was in here? Some story. I was hoping the manager could help. If he isn't in his office, I don't have any idea where he'd be. Him? I met a woman when I arrived. The only people who work here are Terence, me, and the bartender, but the bartender didn't show up this week, so I suppose he's quit. Okay, but Terence is a man's name, right? And there was a woman at reception. Unless Terence is the manager. He must be, unless the manager is also the bartender. But he can't be, because the bartender's quit and the manager... I'm confused. What do you here? I'm the cleaning lady. I do a few odd jobs there, here, and there as well. Do you need something else? I'd rather be alone right now. Do you know anything about a woman named Grace? Spends her entire existence lushing it up with whatever guy will pay for her drinks, but you know she's alright. What do you think of Joe? Just some creep. I am sorry to bother you. Allow me to search your room like some sort of evil person. Aha! A note. Hey, me again. I don't know if you're getting these. Not much has changed since I wrote last time. I pretty much clean rooms and sit around listening to music all day. Sometimes stuff happens, you get real freaks out here. I don't know how much longer this place is going to last, though. When I was cleaning that drunk lady's room the other night, I found a note... Excuse me. I found a hole in the wall. Rock pushing out from it. I wonder if she even noticed. I showed it to Terence, and he went all quiet. Told me to never go in that room again. Less work is alright by me. I think he's losing it a little. He keeps talking about his wife, who I've never met by the way, or wandering around the halls at night muttering to himself. I wonder what he thinks I'm doing. I guess it's been 3 months now since he left me here. Terence gave me a good deal so I didn't have to pay for anything, so another few weeks I'll have enough to move to the city. I haven't figured out what I'll do when I get there. I'm actually starting to kind of like this place, but don't ask me why. I'll write again soon, maybe write me back this time. How's Dad? So that's a letter, presumably to her mother or her sibling. So Grace's room had a hole in the wall with some kind of trick to it. What? Okay, that actually turns the light on. This one doesn't know. Some kind of trick to it. What? Okay, presumably there's some sort of a pattern or a puzzle or something that maybe opens this. I mean, that's a sort of a red wooden colour, and that's also a sort of red and wooden colour. So possibly those two things are linked. What the pattern is, though, I have no idea. Here's this thing. Okay, so I can't go by there. So we've met Jane. We still haven't managed to track down Grace yet. Which leaves me with the question of, did I... Oh no, that door was barred up. Which leaves me with many questions. However, I do not have the lighter, so I should be able to light the candle in the bar by Grace's table, which might possibly do something. Place? Place what? Place what? Something's missing from this table. Oh, the bottle, presumably. Did that change you at all? My special lady isn't here. Yeah. Yes, so presumably we're looking for the bottle of Sleepy Owl. I'm not entirely sure we're going to find that. I don't seem to have a jump button, so I can't vault over anything, but... Let me go back into this back room. Actually, let me see if there's anything behind the desk. No, nothing at all. Ding dong. There's no papers or anything here that I can make use of, are there? No, nothing at all. Can I go back outside and see if my car's still there? Has it been stolen by some stealing Evilton person? Certainly looks that way. Can I ring someone, the old dog and bone? No, because the phone has been disconnected, and when I say disconnected, I mean that very literally. Okay, is there anything around the back? No, nothing but an invisible barrier. Okay, so there's nothing outside of consequence. Nothing at all. Okay, let me go back inside and see if I can track down any other openable doors. Aha! If you turn off all the lights and then flip the switch, this door is revealed. Please tell me this is stone and not meat. This is a bit freaky. It reminds me of like attractions in certain amusement parks and things like that. Which is odd because I haven't been to one of them in decades. Nice office. What do we have here? Our box with the combination that I don't know. Okay, so we need to look out for a 4-digit combo and a boat. Oh. Interesting. It reminds me of the one in you get in the Thieves Guild quest in that place I cannot remember the name of. The little model you sell to Delvin. 7th of October. Room 5 has been closed up now too. I'm running out of planks. Jane found it. I tried not to say much. The woman staying there couldn't have cared less. Seemed confused when I asked her to switch rooms. That man who was following her around wasn't happy about it though. He's next door. I think he listens to her through the walls. This whole place is sinking. 12th of October. I found Danny behind the bar. At first I thought he just crashed out after his shift. But no. He's dead. Something was growing out of his mouth. Or had crawled halfway into it. I don't know. It seemed better to keep away. It looked fungal, but it kept moving. I took him down below, like with the others. He was the worst of any condition I'd seen so far, but I don't know if we're all at risk. I still feel alright. I just try not to think about it. 13th of October. A letter came for Jane from her sister, apparently. I've put it in the lockbox on the shelf. The code is the same as the one on the basement doors. I don't want her snooping around and find it. Jane, if you're reading this, it's for your own good. Okay, so Jane was writing that letter to her sister, and her sister has replied. But the manager, which is odd that you go down the stairs to look at them. That means the manager has to look up. Usually in these sorts of systems, the hierarchy is that the people who are lower down the chain need to look up at the people who are higher up the chain. But never mind. Speaking of chains, anyway, so there's a 4-digit code, which is the same one, for the Why doesn't that room have a number on it? Which is the same as the one for the basement, so presumably we can get a letter out of that box and then take it to Jane so that she can actually hear her correspondence. Now, where's room 9? I think room 9's the one just up from me, right? The one where the light was flickering from? Room 9. Unlocked with room 9 key. What have we here? Let's keep that on, why don't we? Cigarette. Bears of lipstick's traces. A document added to file. A few months ago, in the town where I used to live, I bought a mirror from an antique shop while I was out wandering on one of my days off. I don't know anything about antiques, but it looked like a high-quality mirror. A little scuffed up, but it looked like it belonged in some Victorian lady's bedroom. That kind of thing. I hung it in my living room above the fake fireplace. It didn't spend much time looking into it at first, but one day I was daydreaming and happened to focus in on the reflection of the armchair across the room from where I was sitting. I started to get the distinct impression that something wasn't right about the armchair. It looked like it shouldn't be there. So I got up and went to look at the real armchair, and it looked like it had before. Then I sat in it and realized that I had to go. Something definitely wasn't right about it. Over the next few weeks, the process repeated with every object in the living room. Looking at them all in the mirror one by one, it was as if I was seeing what was really there. Things from somewhere else. When I put my fingers to them, they made my skin crawl. They looked out of proportion, rotten, and wrong. It eventually occurred to me that if everything in my living room was wrong, then I had better check the bedroom too. In fact, I had better check everything in the house to see if any of it was in fact right. Eventually, I was left alone in my empty little house. Some of it went to the dump, some of it I just burned. I even had to strip the wallpaper. It wasn't quite enough, though. When I looked into the mirror, I still had the feeling that something very wrong was going on. Then late one night, I was looking into the mirror, trying to focus on exactly what was still wrong, when I saw the door to my bedroom creak open in the corner of the glass. I looked behind me, and it remained as closed as I had left it. When I looked back into the mirror, I saw myself standing in the doorway, and I had disappeared from where I was sitting. My expression was contorted into a vicious, growling smile. That's when I realized that it was never the armchair, never the vase, or the bed, or the picture frame. It was me. I wasn't right, and with everything else gone, I was all that was left, and I didn't belong. I am not here anymore. Okay. There was an armchair in my room. Originally I thought maybe if I'd... I thought maybe if there'd been a mirror in my room, I could have looked at the armchair and the reflection of it. But I don't think there was one. Let me quickly pop in and see if there is one. Is there a mirror? There are a number of these, which look like paintings with sheets put over them. They might just be paintings, which would make sense, but perhaps they're mirrors, and people put sheets over them to prevent anybody from looking in them and seeing anything that they didn't want people to see. But we've got the bottle, so let's put the bottle on the table and see if anything changes. Talk. Want some company? You can sit here if you like. Okay, I'm tired, but I'm not so tired as I would think a bottle of whiskey is talking to me. Talk. Yes. Oh, do I need to sit? Oh! Hello. How are you? It's my favourite drink. How did you know? Why, Joe told me. Oh, right. The salesman. How's your night going? Not very well. I've been woken up in the middle of the night. I've probably only had about an hour's sleep in the past 24 hours, and my car's been stolen, and the manager is disappearing. That's too bad. The good news is that you can have a drink with me, but let me guess, I have to pay for it. Yeah, trust me, I've been on this ride before. It sounds good. Great. Although, maybe not here. It's a little crowded. Yeah, I mean, it's like a room that could sit about 20 people, and it's got 3 people in it. So crowded. Lead the way. Take a key, and I'll meet you there. It's room number 5. You haven't been there before, right? No, of course not. Ignore me. Just come up in a little while, okay? And if the manager asks where you're going, don't mention me. He has ideas about how people should behave. If you're talking about what I think you're talking about, I'm getting... Okay, I've seen people leave dates pretty dang quick, but I haven't seen them leave in a cloud of smoke. Your fair lady was here. I think I didn't see that. So, you think you're just going to swoop in on my special lady in front of me, huh? Who do you think you are? Only asking about my car. Yeah, right. Got my eye on you. I was about to say maybe she'd prefer you if you actually shaved once in a while, but then again, I'm not one to talk. Let me check this back room again. No. It's been locked the whole time, but I feel it may open at some point. Okay, where was room 5? I think room 5 is up here. Most of the big numbers are that way, and the smaller numbers are this way. So let's see if Grace has any more information for us that might help us. I think it's one back here. I should probably turn my light on so I can see where I'm going. Yes, here we are. Unlocked with room 5 key. I don't know if we're too early, but... Ah! This is lovely. Oh, that's good. I thought that was blood at first. What is that? What does that say? But it's I think it's BR something. Then it has wines in the middle. I can't. No, I haven't got a clue. It's also printed upside down, which now I realise is rather stupid of me. Okay, there's some cans of stuff. Hang on. Is that what they were talking about when they were saying there was a hole in the room and there was rock coming out of it? Is that what that is? I'm sorry to slip a note under your door like this, but why don't you talk to me anymore? That night a few weeks ago, I told you I love you, and you said you loved me too. Now you act like you don't even remember. I can't stand seeing you in the bar talking to all those other men. They're all just trying to take advantage of you. I'll give you space like you asked, but I don't want you to think I've forgotten about you. I know you're in some kind of trouble. Is it Terence? He's been hanging around outside your room. Maybe that's why you've been so distant. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye out. Joe. So possibly Joe's a little more friendly than I thought. Look. I fell down. Did a heck of a lot more than that, madam. Right, okay. Oh, that's where you fell down. I see. Does this lead us to the basement? Oh, this reminds me of polymercurum. Strange. Hello? Oh, don't ever do that again. Hi. Oh. Gosh. Okay, so there's that way to go back up. Presumably into a different room. We can go this way and maybe go further down. Looks like something out of the forest. Its mouth is open. I can see that. Is that all you have to comment on? What about all the tentacles? Okay, I can't go down there. I can't fall down there, so that's most interesting. Let's just get out of here before that thing decides to move again. Okay, so now we're in the bathroom of another room. One of the barred up rooms. Hello, Joe? I think she's dead. Something wrong with her face. Oh no. Take? Red root added to inventory. Are you sure that was a good idea? It won't be long now. It's coming for me. I've never been like this my whole life. Never knew another way to be. The truth is, I just hate it all. There's no pain, no trauma. There's just nothing I'd rather be than a quiet drunk. Nobody ever really wanted to understand that. At least here, people never bothered me. Until you, Joe. You just won't leave me alone, so I'm not going to pretend anymore. The only way out is down. So do you mean literally down? As in down this path? Or the only way out for your problem? Oh gosh, that thing's moved. I don't like it, alright. It reminds me of the way a spider moves in this very mechanical way. Ugh, creepy. Okay. So, okay, so I'm not quite sure where this route is supposed to go. But it must go somewhere. If we can't actually leave, then where do we go? Oh, does it go on the head? Perhaps. Because it said the mouth was open. Perhaps I put it in there. Aha. Uh-huh. Further into the belly of the beast. Hi again. My giddy. Oh, that's disturbing on many levels. Oh, there's more of you. There's many of you. Oh, gosh. What is this place? Hello? Is anyone there? I can't seem to knock on this door. This is very disturbing. I don't like this at all. I'm pressing E and clicking, but nothing's happening. Do I need a key or something? Cheap flashlight, still, yes. A is interact? How can... Oh no, that's the gamepad for crying out loud, Phil. Better click on that, yeah. I'm clicking and I'm pressing the button, but nothing's happening. Are they breathing? Am I going crazy or are they breathing? I am extremely confused. I can't for the life of me figure out what I'm supposed to do. Control C interact is left click or E. And yet left click and E aren't doing the grand total lily squat, and yet they're interacting with everything else. Give me a minute and I shall try and fix this. Okay, it's working. No! This isn't a place for you. I had this dream a long time ago. Okay, I just saved the game, quit out of it and started back up again, and now suddenly it's working. Okay, you didn't miss anything, you literally just missed the sound of the knocking on the door. I had this dream a long time ago. I was playing the piano, the one right up there. It was an old song I played 100 times before, so I shouldn't have had any trouble, but I missed every note. I would also like to point out it's one of those creepy people here. I felt as if something inside me was jerking my hands away from the right keys every time. I ended up playing this awful ugly song, nothing like what I'd heard in my head. Since I had that dream, I haven't been able to play. I don't remember what the old song sounded like anymore. Well, this is lovely. It's like the beginning of an Elder Scrolls game. Hello? Oh dear, it looks like you've gone and got yourself trapped now as well. And here I am, stuck between the walls. What a pair we are. Of course, you know about my situation. You were kind enough to stop by before. It would be nice to have a talk now regardless. I was knocked out. There was a man. Yes, the manager, Terence. It must have been hard for Lauren to be with a man like him. Oh, yes, Lauren was the woman who greeted us at the desk. His wife. She's a very nice woman. Didn't you meet her before? It might not be the perfect situation, but that's love. It's better than shuffling around alone. I like being alone. I suppose all that's true. Well, I suppose anything's better than nothing. It's good to meet somebody who understands that you need people to rely on. For example, I found this key on my travels. I think I can slip it through the gap. Hold on. I better go now. The wind is starting to fade a little. Good luck. It's very much like the start of an Elder Scrolls game. Okay, this is a bit freaky. This is a lot freaky. So, ooh, hi. I'm glad I can't open this gate, and I'm glad I noticed you before I tried. So Terence is the manager, not the bomb. Oh, it's a mask. Well, that comforts me a little, which means it's likely a real person underneath, rather than some sort of horrifying demon. But at the same time, I'm still a bit nervous. Those things are not pleasant. Aha! This is where we input to the code to the basement. Which means hopefully we'll find the code for the... It's missing its handles. Hopefully means we'll find the code for the lockbox here as well. The question is, what's the code? Yeah, it's a 4-digit code, but I have no idea what it is. Possibly it is contained within the journals, right? Over again. Oh, there's another note here that I didn't even see before. This infection, or whatever it is, that has been killing the rest of them isn't killing me. Lawrence said it won't, but it has definitely done something. I don't even recognize myself anymore. Just a thing in the mirror. I realized that Jane can't actually see Lauren. I don't know why that is, but she's standing right next to me, and Jane looked at me like I'd lost my mind when I turned to speak to her. Jane's the only one I can't get my mind off. She only arrived here by accident. It's about all I can manage to just keep track of the days. I use the keypad on the door. On the basement door in case I forget, which I often do. Today is day 7318. I gave up on actually trying to keep them from getting up onto the ground floor. I don't know how they do it, but they just show up like nothing happened. I lock them up, even dismembered a few. Doesn't make any difference. We just keep sinking. I know it isn't really Lauren, and none of it feels right even from the start. I suppose I'm just not a particularly good man. So possibly it's not. Possibly he's skinned one of them. And he's imprisoned one of them here. Which, to be honest, I mean, I'm happy it's behind bars, but I wouldn't particularly want to be staying anywhere close to that. So what was the... Okay, what was the document? I don't know. 7318, right, okay. Seven, 318. Excellent. So that must be the code for the lockbox as well. So if we can ever get back to the manager's room, we can open that up. Ah. Hello. I'm nervous of you, right? You little freak. Hi, you Jane? You've got a mop. How can I help you? I was attacked. I'd like to leave right away. I was beaten up. You okay? You seem a little out of it. I'd like to leave. Aren't you the one that lost their car or something? We're miles away from anywhere. Maybe we should just focus on relaxing or something. I mean, I know how you feel. When I got dumped here, I couldn't stand it. But I didn't have any money and nowhere to go, so Terence gave me a job. Now I'm in not such a rush to get wherever I thought I was going. I think there's something wrong with this hotel. There's something wrong with just about every place in the world. At least we fit in here. Listen, can you do me a little favour? I left the tape in my room. I meant to bring it down with me so I could listen while I'm mopping. Could you grab it for me? Alright. Thank you. Okay, so let me return to the manager's room. Terrence's room. So some fungal parasite-esque thingamajig has been here. It seems to be killing people to use them as hosts for something. He did that with the barman. Excuse me. But it did affect Terrence, but not the same way. What was the code? 7138? 7318, my mistake. Submit. Here we go. Jane, I have been getting your letters. I just didn't know what to say in reply. You don't listen to anyone, so what's the point? Dad thinks you must be dead. I haven't told him otherwise. He just started panicking again. This way at least he has an answer. If you really do have a job at the hotel, I suggest you stay there. We both know if you go to the city you'll end up getting in trouble again. You don't need to keep writing. Everything's fine. Sarah. Can I not have this? I thought I'd want to take that. I mean, do I have that? Is that document part of my... Yes, I do. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, right. Right. This stone is encroaching further into the hotel. I see. Why in the history of mankind has nobody ever... I'll have that, thank you, though not the player for some strange reason. Why in the history of mankind has nobody ever thought, it's the middle of the night, I really, really need to sleep, I'll better stop at this hotel and just be a normal one. Hi. I thought I saw you come in here. Creeping around in people's rooms when they aren't wanted, that's a little suspicious. She asked me to get her a tape. So you've moved on to Jane now. Yeah. That classic sign of courtship, fetching a cassette tape. Yeah, right. That's what Romeo and Juliet were doing. That's what Juniper saw in Juno. A cassette tape fetcher. Did you want something? Whatever. I don't care. I've got a new woman in my life now. Oh, right. So let me get this straight. You're saying that I'm the evilest person in the history of the universe because I chatted to somebody you had an interest in, and now I'm helping somebody else get a cassette tape. The person that you said was the love of your life died 5 minutes ago, and you've already moved on. And that's fine, but it's not fine for me. My giddy aunt, the double standards in this place are absolutely horrific. Good for you, I don't care, get out of here. Can't say who it is, might have kiss me into some trouble. She's a real special lady though, that's for sure. Yeah, that's what you said about the last one, the one who's only been dead 5 minutes and her corpse probably isn't even cold yet. So I want to get her a gift to show my feelings. You should help to make up what you did to me with Grace. Okay, A, is it Lauren? She's the only other woman I've seen in this place. And B, no. I haven't done anything with Grace. All I did was chat with her for 5 minutes, and that's not a crime. It's not a crime to talk to a taken woman, alright? Goodness sake. Fine, fine, fine. Here's the deal. There's a flower salesman staying in room 10. I want to give him something special. The guy tried to rip me off when I was to buy some crazy prices. I wanted to go in and grab some from his room. The staff already have it. In for me, they'll kick me out if I get caught. But you seem buddies with Jane now. Meet me in the bar when you have them. Could people stop doing that? It's very impolite. Right. Never mind him for the minute. He can frankly just do one because I'm not interested, honestly. I'm not allowed to have a conversation with two women in the same night. But he's allowed to move on from somebody after his fair lady has only been dead 10 minutes. Fantastic. Here's your tape. Oh, you found it. Thank you. You know, what you were saying before, it actually makes me feel funny. You don't seem like the other people around him. I don't know what it is, it's just a feeling I get about you. Anyway, I thought you should have this. A wooden handle. I don't know what it's for. I found it when I was cleaning one of the rooms. It gives me a funny feeling too. I hope you find your car. Was there a light flickering out there? If anyone knows where it is, it'll be him. Where can I find him? I saw him go into the basement earlier. Never saw him come out. It's kind of spaced out sometimes. Anyway, I should probably do some work now. Can't I give you the letter? No, apparently I can't give the letter. Okay. So should I go into the basement, or should I go and rob the salesman? Well, I suppose we'll save, just in case. Let's... Actually, no, let's not rob the salesman, because frankly, A, larceny is wrong, and B, Joe is a bit of, Mr. Soul, Mr. R. Soul, he reminds me of very much. Right, okay, so... Do I just need the one for this, or do I need multiple? Ah, I have one, but I think I need another one, or possibly another two. Are you still in there, or have you moved? Oh, gosh. I have a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling about this. Okay, everything seems to be normal. I'm getting out of him, but everything else goes wrong. Okay, so maybe we get another one off Joe if we help him with his flower salesman man. Okay, so that was in room 10, I think. I can't remember where room 10 is, but it's probably this way. I mean, if room 9s and 12 are in here, then it must be in here, right? Oh, gosh. Room 10, room 10, room 10. Room 8. Room 9. I don't think this is room 10, but... Hello? Dead flower. There's an awful lot more in this room that's dead than him, my friend. A vase, or a vase if you prefer. Anything in the medicine cabinet? Okay, so there's lots of dead people around here. I should be sure to mention that in my Yelp review. Is that even the correct platform? I don't know. I'm not a person that goes out much, alright. Okay, so we got ourselves a dead flower. It's not the best of solutions. However, I suppose it's better than nothing. And it's free. How can you complain when something's free? I'm also noticing that they're getting progressively worse. They started out looking quote-unquote normal, but now they're all sort of red with yellow eyes. Did you get something for me? This is the only thing that was in the room. I suppose it'll have to do. Lauren likes some freaky stuff, so maybe she'll like this too. Okay, so not only have you moved on to a new woman, you've also found out her particular interests. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe you're not such a terrible person. I don't like owing people stuff, so I want to give you something in return. Plus, you and I are becoming pretty good buddies, right? No. All you have done is insult me so far, and send me on errands. Lauren gave this to me and said to keep it away from Terence. I can't let my special lady down, but I don't want Terence coming after me either. I guess I kind of gave away who she is, huh? I don't think that means you can go stealing her away from me now. Kiddo, the only thing I want to steal is my freedom. I want to get in my car, or frankly just steal somebody else's car, and get the heck out of here. Run very fast, and very far. I am not going to hang around any longer than is absolutely necessary. Hooray! I'm pretty convinced that would have still turned without them, but never mind. Where are we going? Oh! This has some negative connotations I'm not going to talk about. This reminds me of last night. No, not like that! I was ill, alright? Shut up. Oh, sheesh. Why won't you look at me? You don't look right. She looks better than you do. How do you want me to look? Like she was. Of course I'll do anything for you. This doesn't sound like a healthy relationship. She didn't say things like that. She never talked that way. Well, screw you. Sheesh. Just be her and you can do whatever else you want to do. You've turned into a grumpy old man, Terry. Oh, that's why it's called Terry's Bar. Yeah, like that. I know it's not much, but as long as you help out, you can have this room. Oh, this must be when Jane turned up. Are you kidding me? I've been sleeping in a car for a week, so this is fantastic. Well, I'm glad then. Seriously, thank you. I don't know what I would have done. Don't worry about it. I'm happy to help you. Hopefully you won't have to stay here too long. Just until I can figure out what I'm doing. Right. That's a very small bed for a married couple. Lauren? Yes, Terry. I want you to let the girl go. Lauren? Nobody leaves. I know, it's just... She isn't like the others. She still has... I don't know, a reason not to be here. Don't you love me, Terry? Of course I do. Don't I make you happy? Don't do this to me. I just want you to do one thing for me. She belongs to me now. They all do, and you know that. You told me once that I'm your tether to this place. Let her go, or I'll... None of that. If I do let her go, then another has to take her place first. Oh. I think I'm beginning to see where I come into the story. I'll only do this once, so don't ask for it again. Hi. Hello. Can you see me? I can see quite a lot of you, and I really wish I could see an awful lot less of you, if I'm honest. I suppose. Good. We still have a little time. I just want to get a chance to say thank you before I go. For what? For what you're doing, even if you don't realise it. For letting me go. Where are you going? Outside, away from here. That's all I figured out so far. Maybe I'll look for my sister. I don't even know how long it's been. I don't know if that's such a good idea. Why? Because of the letter? She didn't write it. It's the kind of trick this place plays. Make it so you don't think about the place outside. You don't even realise it's happening. I'm sorry for what it's going to do to you. Terence is too. He didn't mean to hurt you. What is going to be done with me? It's better if you don't know the details. But don't be scared. You won't remember it. It all just fades away like a dream. Oh, lovely. My flashlight's gone. Great. Sadly not the steering wheel. So I'm looking for any excuse to not go outside. What's... Oh gosh, the architecture's changing again. Or is it? No, it's not. That was there before. What am I talking about? The architecture is exactly the same. So, it would appear Lauren's the mastermind, or the mistress mind, I don't know. Hello! My giddy aunt, I was creeped out by you the first time I met you, and somehow I'm even more so. You're up pretty late. The same could be said of you. That's too bad. Something wrong? Have I stayed at this hotel before? Of course, you're one of my regulars. Maybe I'll have a drink. Is the bar open? Always. You're not the only night bird up around here. Evidently. Could you please stop looking quite so creepy? Does your head swivel all the way around? No, it doesn't. Of that, I am grateful. Of the one small mercy of this place, I am grateful your head doesn't swing all the way around exorcism style. So, this is lovely. Hello. Good, you're not exactly Sam, are you? Hello. Well, you got here just in time. In time for what? I was about to give up on the whole night and turn in. Far too early for that. Exactly what I was thinking. So what are you doing all the way out here in the middle of nowhere? Nothing at all. Look at us. So much in common already. Yeah, it's like completely empty conversations. I really hope that isn't copyrighted. Is there some sort of software where you can like upload a piece of music and it'll detect it and tell you if it's copyrighted or not? Because that'd be so useful for people like me. Is that me? Was I judging all them other people for looking that weird when in reality I looked that way the whole time? So, it would appear I am the latest piece of property of the poltergeist Lauren. Lovely stuff. Just really sleep with a pillow, mate. It'll sort out that neck crick you've got. Oh, get with the butthole visualizations. That was good. That was genuinely really good. That was freaky. That was, I was going to say it was off-putting, not in the sense that I didn't want to play. It was off-putting in the sense that it made me uneasy and it made me think I don't want to find out what the secret is, but at the same time I do, because it's freaky and it's weird and it's creepy. That was really good. I really genuinely enjoyed that. That was a really fun one. I'm not quite sure what that. There seemed like a small bug in the cave with the shack where you couldn't knock on the door for some reason. I'm not sure what that was. And then when I was trying to put the code in, there seemed to be another bug where the menu wasn't coming up properly. But other than that, in terms of performance, this game was really, really good. I actually really, really enjoyed this game. It's good. It's really nice, and it shows a lot of potential. The designs were very, very disturbing. Even though they were simplistic, they were disturbing. Even the simple ones of just like what Joe looked like in the beginning, with his weird pale skin and yellow eyes, and then as they advanced and the skin turned red, it was all very creepy. But anyway, that was Lonely Things. Thank you very much for joining me for this adventure. Look after each other, and good night.